Hersheypark. I'm not sure if you can enter Chocolate World for free on the left there. I mean, the parking lot. Chocolate World itself you can get in for free without needing like a Hersheypark ticket or pass. It's a big gift shop and they have a dark ride in there too, which is kind of nice. Alright. Always stick to the lane that splits off. Wondering where those lanes went. Is it the same? Those lanes on the left sides? Same place? Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Have a good day. So like split off into like two groups, but it's all going to the same location. That's where I was getting a little confused there. I had pre-purchased my parking ticket online, so just scan that. Again, people were following the herd, waiting in longer lines where I just pulled right up to a booth. Coming in about 45 minutes late after park opening. If you park pretty far out here, there's a tram that takes you to the entrance, or you can walk it. I've done both. You just park on the end here. Should be okay. Hopefully I don't get yelled at. So I'm closer to the tram. Candymonium right there, B&M Hyper. Let's head in. Hey guys, Theme Park Mark here. Just parked up at Hersheypark for day one. See Candymonium from here. Hopefully you can see it from there. Just parked up near the back, up near one of the tram stops rather than up near the front. About an hour after park opened, so I got here a little bit late. Just if you saw the travel vlog, I explained that. Just wanted to get a little bit extra rest. No sense in going to a theme park all zombie-like. So get some extra rest to refresh and get the day started. I'm excited to get back on some really good coasters here. Candymonium, Wildcat's Revenge, Stormrunner, Fahrenheit, all great coasters. Skyrush, which I enjoyed in certain rows, certain seats last year. They were supposed to have new restraints, so interested to see how those are. Hopefully they don't hurt my thighs like they did last year. Greatbear is also a really good invert, just a really good collection of coasters here at Hersheypark, so I'm excited to get back on and take you guys along for the ride, so giddy up. Alright, just asked a member of staff if the tram was running. She said yes, so I will wait for it. It's either that or it's a long walk all the way down there, or probably best to park by Candymonium if you're gonna walk. But let's wait for the tram, see how long it takes. So tram stop 2 is actually closed, but a 2-minute walk. And you're over here at this tram stop, so this is what I'm gonna pick up. Tram stop 1. Giddy up.
Sit-down ride. The review is how chocolate was made from the beat of the bar, and at the end of the ride, there's a brief sample of Hershey product. Big stadium. Guessing for concerts. Available until 10 p.m., but I thought he said an hour after park closed, which would be 11 then. Anyway, there's Chocolate World over there. Big gift shop. There's a dark ride in there. I think some other stuff too. I'll check that out later.
Hello and welcome to Hersheypark. For more than 115 years, Hersheypark has been known as a clean and green destination for
beautiful new entrance area. A couple of years old now.
Visit with the Hersheypark app.
It was there. It was open for my first visit a couple years ago. 2021, I believe it was.
Apple and Android devices. In an effort to create a more convenient guest experience,
got my 2-day ticket. Let's go ahead and enter. As you enter, you're greeted with a lovely fountain
and a B&M Hyper. Candymonium. Remember it being one of the weaker B&M Hypers, but I still love all of them. They're great rides. Always a good addition to a amusement park. So I've got the fast lane, whatever it's called for today. So I'm gonna go and pick up my wristband and we'll go to Candymonium first, assuming it's running. I don't see a train yet. Well, there's one on the brake run. Maybe it's just running it's running 3 trains. All right, let's get this day started. For those who don't know, this is where you get like the fast lane stuff. It's right by Candymonium. You can get from the kiosks outside, or you can go inside. They usually have like 3 or 4 people at the desk that they can help out, and it's air conditioned in there, so probably a better idea to go inside. 10 minutes later in this station. got 2 rides on Candymonium, the back row and mid-train. Decent ride. It's got some good airtime. I think my favorite section is this part right here where you kind of twist to the left and then go back to the right. I haven't really seen that on any B&M Hyper before. I gotta say the dispatch is very sluggish on this one. It's 3 trains and stacking quite a bit. I sat on the brake run for probably a good 10 minutes there. I like to see quicker dispatches. It's hard for me to complain though, not having to wait too long in line, but just thinking about the people who are waiting a long time in line, I feel like they don't need to if operations are sped up a little bit. So it kind of stinks. Right now, I'm just taking a little chill out here. I think the sun is really starting to get to me on this. It's the second week of this trip now. Not feeling 100% today, but I'll gut it out as much as I can. I saw Skyrush was closed earlier. It looks like it's reopened now. So I might do that next, or I might do the wooden coaster. I think it's Comet that's on the way to it. I might do that first. But just gonna chill out for a little bit and then we'll continue on. Alright, Comet is up next. The PTC wooden coaster from what I remember. About to get a back row ride. Let's do this. Back row. Shook me up a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Probably would have been a little better on a non-wheel seat, but I didn't feel like it was too overly bumpy. Anyway, I'm going to take a break from coasters for right now and do Wave Swinger that I was taking a look at. Looked like the Skyride was closed, and well, Greatbear's open. It's right around the corner here. There it is. So do the Wave Swinger next, and then make our way down to Skyrush and Super Duper Looper before heading to the back and doing Greatbear. Here's the Wave Swinger. So let's give this a go. recognize. Zero in Schwarzkopf. Alright, time for Skyrush. See what these new restraints are like. My first rides on this was last year because during my first visit in 2021, I rode Candymonium first, then Comet, and as soon as I walked over to the entrance to Skyrush, it had broken down, and I guess it was the chain and the lift hill had broke completely. So it was down for quite a while, and definitely for the rest of my trip or my visit there. So first rides on this were last year. My first ride was on the front row, and I had a great ride. No problems at all. And then got some rides later on that were in the further towards the back. And yeah, it started to hurt my thighs, the restraints. We'll see if they've improved them this year. Not many spots you can stand in and get shots of 4 different coasters. Super Duper Looper, Greatbear, Comet, Skyrush, all in the same area.
12012, clear for takeoff.
Taking notes. Complimentary lockers. We just had a wing seat on Skyrush, row 6. Restraints are a little more comfortable than what I remember. My thighs don't hurt. Still an amazing ride. The lift hill is so fast. And the ride itself is very intense. Nearly grayed out about a quarter of the way through. Probably give that a go. Afterwards, I'm going to finish up in this area and do a Super Duper Looper next, which is sitting on the brake run. Just had a front row ride on Super Duper Looper. I believe it's a short scoff. One inversion. They timed it really well with greatbear. A nice view of that going by throughout the ride. Great interaction there. Just an enjoyable looper. Very fun. I'm gonna make my way back to Skyrush for another ride and then start heading up to Greatbear for 1 or 2 rides on that. Up here. Another ride on Skyrush. I do say the operations probably the best I've seen all day, but we're still getting some slow dispatches, and I think it's just because the baggage area plus where you get on and off the coaster are all in the same area, so it's on the same side. So everybody's just kind of walking into each other when the gates open. Still a great ride. Had a row 3 ride. And I do feel like the restraints are a little more comfortable than what I remember. Definitely didn't hurt my thighs as much as it did last year. Hopefully get some more rides on this either later today or tomorrow. For now, I'm gonna head on up to Greatbear. There's also a log flume up here. We give that a go tomorrow. Super Duper Looper, Greatbear. Love how all the rides like intertwine in this area. Greatbear. Definitely lives up to its name. It's not the best invert, not the longest, but it's just solid overall. has probably one of my favorite first drops on a B&M invert. That's kind of swooping down over the water after this initial drop and turn. It's just a solid ride. That drop, so good. Chill out in the food court area. See what they got. Alright, just had a meal at the food court. Pretty standard theme park fare there. Cheeseburgers, chicken tenders, hot dogs. Then I had another ride on Greatbear, back row. Still a solid ride. Now down this way is the Kissing Tower, which is like an observation tower. I'll try and do that tomorrow. And there's also a classic car ride and what looks like go-karts down that way. So I'll try and check that out tomorrow. Back this way is the zoo, which I do believe is free with park admission. So double check that. I'll try and wander around the zoo tomorrow. Today just gonna continue moving along to the different coasters. And some flat rides that I wanted to do too, like the drop tower, which I think I will do next. I think there's a drop tower and a shock tower from what I've seen or what I remember. Also a little mini one as well.
Yeah, right here.
So that is what's next. Looks like they have just 2 of the 3 towers open. So the left one, here's the smaller one. Little shock tower. And then you have the right one open. That looks like the tallest one. They might all be shock towers, I'm not sure. Shock towers are basically the ones that shoot you up in the sky quickly, as opposed to a drop tower, which will raise you slowly up the tower and then drops you. So that's the difference between a shock tower and a drop tower, for those who didn't know. I guess I'll give the right tower a go here. See, hopefully it's not too long of a wait. Definitely shock. Like drop as well.
my God.
The middle tower is open. I guess it's just you choose your height preference. Left is smallest, middle is medium height, and the one on the far right is the tallest. Of course, I did the far right. Had nice views of the Hershey factory. Also, I remember the monorail here. That was a nice ride too. I remember riding that last year, so I might give that a go at some point in the next 2 days. I think up next is the mine train, or possibly this one, Stormrunner. Can't quite remember which one I come to first going in that direction, but one of those is next. Looks like they have a sea show. 11:30, 2:30, and 4. In the Aqua Theater. Here's the other kiddie coaster credit, Coco Cruiser. Rode that during my first visit. I forgot they had a Chick-fil-A here. Cedar Fair, what are you doing? Why did you get rid of them? Of course, I live like a mile away from one at home, so it's not that big of a deal for me, but there are others who travel a long way and they like their Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I totally made a wrong turn. So, should have gone to the left after the aquatic show arena. I went to the right. So I actually wound up near the front of the park. Frontier Flyers. These are good fun. Did one at Cedar Point and Indiana Beach last week. Still making my way back to the Boomerang, Stormrunner, and the mine train. See a Mexican place here. Might have to try this tomorrow. And of course, there's a Chickies and Pete's.
Welcome to Mix, made by Valley Ranch.
I actually didn't ride this last year. It was down quite a bit. It's a Tacoma Boomerang, but it looks like very nice theming. Didn't used to have that. Theming is a couple years old now, I think. Let's have a ride on it. Took the entrances around the backside. I remember being out front last time when it wasn't Jolly Rancher Remix. I forget what it was called before. The first time I rode it. It's totally different than what I remember. Very different theming. But it looks like they have the best restraints, which is awesome.
Here we go!
For Stormrunner, Intamin launch coaster. Very good ride. I would definitely prefer the silver accelerator at Knott's. The Boomerang. It was good fun. I had the new vest restraints, Also experienced that at Fiesta Texas, Six Flags Fiesta Texas earlier in the year. Actually, a Boomerang I would definitely re-ride. Not bad at all. Let's ride Stormrunner. They're just operating one side and one train. Ouch, that's not good. I recognize these seats and restraints. Maverick.
Alright, riders. Once we get to the back, process the back hands at all times. Keep your arms and legs inside the car at all times. Now get ready. Here we go.
Wasn't too long of a wait, and it wasn't much of a big of a regular line. Up next is the mine train, and that's this way. Trailblazer, that's the name of it. My one ride a few years ago was pouring rain when I was on it. Hopefully this will be a little more pleasant today. Geese are aggressive. Anyway. Couldn't resist. Mine train went down, so while I wait, I'm gonna enjoy. I don't have anything for you guys. I'm pretty sure chocolate is toxic to birds. So nothing. Right? Nothing.
Alright, mine train seems to be back open. Give this a go.
Trailblazer. Pretty standard aero mine train. A bit janky. But not terrible. What's a good one for kids? Alright, next up I think is Fahrenheit, and I'll start working my way over to the other side of the park. Alright, time for the last of the three major Intamin coasters here. This is Fahrenheit. Vertical lift hill. Pretty darn good ride. Let's give this a go.
Welcome back.
Very good ride. It has like the Maverick trains again, just like Stormrunner. It has some Maverick like elements too. Like the airtime hill towards the end. More inversions in Maverick. It's very compact. Pretty intense in some parts. Got 4 coasters left to do, 4 major coasters. Wild Mouse, Laugh Track, Lightning Racer, and Wildcats Revenge. I'll try to save the best for last. Just like in Kentucky Kingdom and Holiday World, Hersheypark has a water park right in the middle of it. It looks like this Shoot the Chutes water ride here. It's not in operation right now. Maybe it was open earlier and just closed. There's more of the water park that way. It's all scattered throughout this portion of the park, kind of on the west side, I believe. Anyway, continuing onward. Still more coasters to ride. I hear there's an RMC in these parts. Actually, I rode the original Wildcat in its last year of operation. I have to say that was one of the roughest wooden coaster rides I've ever had, so definitely got a major upgrade when RMC stepped in and redid this. I'm gonna do the other 3 coasters first, and I'll come back for this. If I don't get it today, it's not a tragedy. Come back tomorrow. Definitely one of my favorite type of coasters. Wild Mouse. Very, very excited to ride this. Not really. Trakk, an indoor spinning Wild Mouse like coaster. We're not gonna do a POV of this one because it's dark inside there, much like the Dark Knight at Six Flags Great America last week. I'll give this a go next. Alright, Laugh Track is done with some more rides, whereas Dark Knight I believe is Mac. Still very similar indoor like Wild Mouse like coasters. Laugh Track is actually better than I remember it. It's pretty solid. 2 coasters left, well technically 3 if you count both sides of this one, which is a dueling wooden coaster. Lightning Racer. So let's give this a go next. I think I did Lightning last year and Thunder won. I'm gonna give a back row on Thunder next. close though. So far in the last 2 years, I'm over 2 on Lightning Racer. I'm gonna give the other side a try while I'm over here, and we'll head towards the last coaster. We'll just go with the regular queue since there was no line. This is a really good coaster. Love the interaction between the 2 trains all throughout the ride. I believe this is DCI that built this, if I'm not mistaken. They need to build more dueling coasters for sure. Dude, I'll grab another back row ride. This time on Lightning. Running 2 trains on both sides. Really, really good. My day is now complete. Finally won a race. Oh yeah, my day isn't complete. There's one more coaster to do. I totally forgot about it. Worst coaster in the park, right? Not quite. Wildcats Revenge. It's like a short regular wait too. It's about 45 minutes or so left in the day. They close at 9, it's about 8:15. Let's get a few rides on this. This looks like a walk-on. Never seen that before. Where is everybody? Cool little photo op. Just got one ride on this. Gonna go again and it's probably gonna wrap it up. Easily my favorite in the park. Have to get more rides on this tomorrow. 2 rides on Wildcats Revenge. That was an incredible ride. It's just relentless in its pacing. Start to finish, there's no mid-course break. Then just abruptly hits the end after quite a wild ride. No pun intended. So I think that's it for day 1. Probably start off here tomorrow. There'll be more in day 2 that I did not do today, like the zoo, the kissing tower, and some few other flat rides that I didn't get to. And outside of that, just keep riding some of my favorites here at Hersheypark. Till tomorrow, take care, guys. I do wish there was something like a fireworks show or something at the end of the day. It is 4th of July week, so maybe they'll have something later in the week. The beautiful park at night. I think I did get some night rides last year, but they're closing at 9 tonight. Just as well. I'm starting to drag a little bit today. Feeling better towards the end of the day, but it would be nice to get a little bit of extra rest back to the hotel and get ready for tomorrow. I'll probably start off tomorrow at Chocolate Town and give the dark ride a go, since I believe that opens a little bit earlier than the rest of the park. So I'll try and get there again, I believe at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go for a little bonus ride. 5 minutes left till the park closes. I'm gonna try the monorail. I did this last time during the day. It's a nice little ride. I figure it'll be really nice at night. Kind of check out the views of the park. So a little bonus ride.
Here we go.
Got some merch.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Stormrunner.
And refrain from smoking. Today we will travel 10 miles an hour.
They have such a great collection of coasters here,
Hersheypark.
especially after the addition of Wildcats Revenge.
To your right, you'll see some of our thrilling coasters in the hollow, including our oldest wooden coaster, Comet. And Skyrush, I guess favorite. Indicative of this type of roller
Right there.
coaster, we are now entering Kissing Tower Hill, perched atop the highest point in Hersheypark. Here, you will find Hershey Triple Tower, the first Choose Your Thrill Triple Tower in the United States. However, the focal point of this area is the 330-foot Kissing Tower. The cabin windows are shaped like our world-renowned Hershey's Kisses, first manufactured here in 19... Speaking of Hershey's products, explore the many wonders of chocolate at Hershey's Chocolate World, featuring the free Hershey's Chocolate Tour Ride, and create your own candy bar attraction. Afterwards, shop at Hershey's largest candy store for
My
one-of-a-kind gifts
dreamland.
and souvenirs.
Love chocolate.
And roller coasters that make Hershey sweet. Hersheypark supports Milton Hershey School in its mission of helping students lead fulfilling and productive lives, just as Mr. Hershey
Like the
intended.
cars.
Learn more at mhskids.org. The Hershey Company is the leading North American manufacturer of quality chocolate and non-chocolate confections. Below us, you'll see Zoo America, a year-round 11-acre walk-through zoo, home to more than 200 animals from 5 regions of North America. The zoo began when Milton Hershey received prairie dogs as a gift. Zoo America is committed to the conservation of North American wildlife and habitats. Visit with one of Hersheypark and Zoo America. For an exciting day of coasters and thrills,
Trailblazer.
Hersheypark truly has
Stormrunner.
something for everyone.
And that's that. It's a nice little ride on the monorail. Still more to come from day 2. Stay tuned. They also have their own restaurant here, which I hear very good things about. I'll have to try it out sometime. Has a whole patio. Looks very nice. And they have a huge gift shop here. I already bought my merch. So I'm gonna head out the main exit.